What's up, brothers and sisters? It's Slavo here. I hope you're doing awesome. I'm just like a kid now. See those bikes around me and uh, a little bit excited over the surrounding and background. It's kind of like like a baby, like looking around and getting excited over simple stuff like that. But I'm finding interesting that looks nice. Um, I think we should, jumping into the more interesting topic, I think we should develop a healthy dissatisfaction with our life and set for new goals, a big, exciting goals, and to set it out to achieve it with the same enthusiasm that you knew and use it as a baby. That is called living. Everything else is dying. A big result requires big ambition. Aim high and behave honorably. And prepare to be alone at the time and to be able to endure failure. Persist. The world needs all you've got. To strive, to find, to seek, to find. Not to yield. And you know what? Why is that? I remember one interesting person, one of the motivational speakers say something like that. I didn't understood it at the time. And this was, we should be happy with what we've got, but we should be dissatisfied with what we an interesting person from the field of motivational field say this, that we should be happy with what we have, but we should be dissatisfied with what we've got. And at the beginning it was so confusing for me, and it seems to be like double-minded for me, not knowing the great deal of English language, grammar and speaking. It was like come on, it means the same. I have no comprehension of or distinction, but I give myself time and light to understood that the problem is not with what he say, is the problem is with that I cannot comprehend it, but I give myself a while to digest it, and finally it dawned on me and it hits me right at the back of my head. And when I understood it, it was absolutely phenomenal and awesome. And I realized that, okay, because I'm not disabled, because I was not born into ghetto or slavery 200 years ago, and my conditions are not so bad comparing to guys, let's say in Venezuela and few other places, and people who are not so privileged with their health and stuff like that, that I still have choices, and I still live in the much better condition in Europe than everybody else in the world. And that my parents and my family wasn't so bad like some people are not so privileged to be born in, and with wealth and, you know, great deal of care of and support. So this was enough for me to understand that also the divine law and order are backing me up each time and every time, that when I had a bit more weight, or when I had some habits, smoking, drinking, like what they call it today, instead of using bad words, they call it no fap or fapping. So all this addiction, when I was able to eliminate from my life, I realized that the universe and the world was on my side. It only takes me a will, decision, and striving for changes. So develop that this healthy dissatisfaction. So when you have this healthy dissatisfaction, that you don't necessarily have the quality of life that you would like to have, and you don't necessarily do the things that you would love to do, or you don't necessarily possess the health or figure or condition or weight and many other reasons. These are the simple concept that I'm talking about. To be aware of that and to employ to your life and to realizing the amazing abundance opportunity that we have in America, in Australia, in Canada, in Europe, in certain places of the world, that we should be every day wake up inspired, no matter what we do and where we are, that we can change our destination, destiny, condition, and that starts with our PMA, positive mental attitudes, and to aim for a healthy goal. And dissatisfaction, this is something always that you don't have to looking far away from yourself. It's all around you, and it gives you that discomfort that you know if you don't have a dream and desire and goal. But you know what? You can make one most important. Just simply decide now, no matter what, who you're going to become to be. And as Tony Robbins said, that there is one single force that affecting our life most, and that is the decision we make affecting our life most and affecting our life more than the condition that we live. Decision what to believe, decision what to get, decision what to give. So simply decide who you're going to become to be, no matter what. And another thing to give you a support and understanding in the healthy relationship with yourself and to knowing which way to go and where to go is to think correctly and scientifically. You must know the truth. As the ancient put it this way: you shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And what is that truth? To know the truth is to be in harmony with infinitive intelligence and the power of your subconscious mind. Every thought and action that is not in harmony with infinitive intelligence will result in discord and limitation all sorts. Scientists inform us that we develop, or you develop, new body every 11 months. So from the physical standpoint of view, we are only 11 months old. So if you build defect back into your body through psychological and emotional condition, through fear, angeriness, jealousy, or ill will, you have nobody to blame but yourself. We are the sum total of our thoughts, and you don't have to entertain the negative thoughts and imaginary. To get rid of the light, the darkness is with the light, and to overcome cold is with the heat, and to overcome a negative thoughts pattern is to replace them or substitute them with the positive. So affirm good and the bad will vanish. So this is the motivational, inspirational information that I'm so passionate about, and I want to wrap it up and give it to you, and so you can digest it, rewind it, listen again, and contemplate on that, because those are not only my concept. These are from great philosophers and teachers of down to the centuries who sharing the same concept and ideas, that we become what we think about. You become what you think about most of the time. You are the total sum of your thoughts, and you can keep away from entertaining the negative. And why do I'm saying all this stuff? Because you will understand the healthy dissatisfaction, you already got it. The healthy satisfaction is to give glory and the peace that you have already from the universe, the support that you get, you see already around, okay, with the technology and the development of in this 21st century and 2009. Like, come on my brother, the quality of life that we have, and we are still are not happy and satisfied. For thousands of years, humanity was striving to have this quality of life, to access to the gym, to access to the transportation, to access to the free library, to access to the coffee shops, to access to the freedom and peace and choices that we have. I mean, come on, brother. The terror, the blood-sucking vampires are only exist on the television. They are not real. And the breaking news is the journalists and reporters that supplying to you, and you believing that when you watching them emotionally involved into all this information, you are not making yourself a favor, believing into false and negative concept. When fears, false beliefs, and negative thought patterns are registered into your subconscious mind through emotional and psychical and emotional condition, there are no other open sources for the subconscious than to act on the blueprint offered it. So your subconscious will act on whatever you are sending to your conscious decision. Mix emotionally, put on deeper mind, good or bad, will be manifested. So I hope it's clarified well enough for you to understand, to give you that little spark of understanding that this universe has your back. Look around what I show you already. See already yourself how much the quality life we possess comparing to the cowboys and Indians and people 200 years on the horses and the battle and wars that they gone through. Now we can embrace it, what we have, and we can improve it. There is still so much to improve and to hold on, to keep this beautiful earth and life. And trust me, there is harmony, there is order in universe. If there wasn't any, the life, the universe would not exist. Do not be concerned yourself over little negative things that you see, what people do, and what television or internet try to convince you that people are greedy, people are bad, whatever. They are not. Look around. They are lost. That's it. They just want to find the path and be on the right journey. But people usually are not bad. And look at that. You don't get punched in the face wherever you are, right? When you going to your work or school, wherever, to the shop. So become aware of this fact and not let yourself to believe. You don't need to entertain the negative thoughts. You can stay on the positive and affirm positive, and the positive will follow. Success is loaded with the positive PMA attitudes. So stay tuned, and I will be trying to provide you more info, because there is much more and it's all phenomenal. It's absolutely fantastic. So take care, Slavo, till next one.